DORABAE was a pretty popular creator in the older days of Geometry Dash, gathering over 30 creator points throughout their entire career. At their peak, their levels were loved by the community. But something happened that made their levels start receiving more and more backlash that it got to the point that they quit the game and said that they were sorry for people that liked their levels. To find out, let's take a closer look at DORABAE'S levels. We'll start from the beginning. DORABAE released their first level in January of 2014 during the 1.4 update. It was called DORABAE Easy World, and it was a pretty solid level for the time. Even with some gameplay inconsistencies, the level was given a star rate. This was a pretty good start, so they continued creating. They have always strived for originality and innovation, trying to push the boundaries in a still pretty unknown game. At that time, levels could only be completed by following one specific route. The DORABAE Choose Way series changed that, as they were the first to introduce the idea of a level with multiple paths to the end. But these levels were not met with praise, but anger. They didn't have the nicest designs, and the split paths would mostly consist of the same gameplay but flipped. The hype for these levels died down pretty quickly with the release of DORABAE Find Way, a level that was just a big maze where the objective was to find the exit. People didn't like that type of memory, so the level was heavily disliked. The level DORABAE Choose Way 4 became one of the most disliked levels at the time because of its bad gameplay and infamous first jump, which is the last level of the series. Because of their failed innovations, DORABAE started creating really simple levels that have bare-bones decoration and simple gameplay. This was the start of the iconic DORABAEBASIC series, which was a much bigger success than his previous series. The first installment in the series was released around April of 2014, and it was met with mixed feelings about the level. It was DORABAE's simplest level yet, with simple decoration, if you can even call that decoration, and repetitive gameplay. The series' formula was already set in stone with its first level. You can even see it in the level's description. Some people liked it, some didn't, but when the level got featured, surprisingly, it didn't get much flack. DORABAE delivered the second level in the series, DORABAEBASIC 2, which had a pretty similar feel to its precursor, but it still got rated. These levels were loved by people who didn't have the skill to complete harder levels, as the description says, very easy, no stress, no fake. DORABAEBASIC 3 was a huge improvement though. The levels are starting to look less like layouts and more like levels with simple deco. It was also the first level that used speed changes. People were starting to love DORABAE even more after this level was released. It might seem like DORABAE stopped innovating and started to stick with the simple level formula, but he was innovating more than ever in a different category: charm. The release of DORABAEBASIC 4 was the beginning of DORABAE's dominance in the community. This level had it all: the repetitive gameplay, simple deco, and solid music sync, so it instantly became a hit. Its follow-up, DORABAEBASIC 5, was released in the 1.8 update, and it is clear that the level is inspired by Hexagon Force. The classic DORABAE duel gimmick was born here. It consists of playing one player at a time. DORABAEBASIC 4 and 5 were added to the Sapphire Pack and Ruby Pack respectively, so even RobTop was endorsing this series by adding them to map packs. DORABAEBASIC 6 had a pretty similar theme to the precursor, and was received well by the community. Then, DORABAE blew everyone away by releasing the 7th iteration of the series, DORABAEBASIC 7. This was the first level in the series that used the custom song, and it complemented the level nicely. The deco got better than ever, even though some parts could be called empty. DORABAEBASIC 8 cemented the series' peak in the flesh. The level is colorful, and it's memorable because of the song it uses and its designs. The 9th level in the series continued with using a lot of simple but different block designs and lots of different colors throughout. Everything was going so well for DORABAE. They had the whole community in the palm of their hand. Before we talk about the fall of the series, I just want to mention DORABAE's third series, which was ongoing at the same time as the basic series, and that is the DORABAE Difficult series. This is a key moment in DORABAE's career, where he made buffed versions of levels from the basic series and got away with it. DORABAE Difficult 1 through 4 got rated and even featured, which is pretty surprising if you think about it. The series stopped at its 7th iteration. The mighty number 10 was reached, and the series reached its biggest milestone yet. A lot of pressure was put on DORABAE, and they released DORABAEBASIC 10. And what was the level, you may ask? A 9 circles level. Yup, At the time when 9 Circles levels were getting stale, for the 10th level in a long-lasting beloved series, DORABAE released a 9 Circles level. This was the first time the basic level meta was broken. Some people praised the level for being one of the more accessible 9 Circles levels because it was rated only 8 stars, but a lot more people were disappointed with the level as a whole. Then, the series continued as normal. DORABAE Basic 11 was released. DORABAE went back to the older level style and cooked up something that was better than Basic 10. This level was released at the end of the 1.9 update, and people have gotten good at pushing the update's boundaries, so DORABAE had to address that in the level's description. And while he said that he was going to make the next level better, oh boy did he eat his own words with this one. The last level in the series, DORABAE Basic 12, was a big disaster. It was the first and last basic level in the 2.0 update. Even though this level was released in early 2.0 and almost every level at that time looked garbage, this one stood out because it was somehow worse than those levels. Unreadable gameplay and empty deco. All of this led to the series ending. DORABAE would release only one more level after this, which was a quiz level. He then quit and decided to never create another level again. So what made people dislike DORABAE's levels so much? Well, there's multiple factors. The first one could be that times have changed. People wanted more complex levels and more detailed designs at the time, so DORABAE's style didn't fit that criteria. Or it could be that the standards for rated levels have changed. People would complain all the time at the fact that if they had made a level like DORABAE'S, it wouldn't get rated, but DORABAE'S would. Maybe it was the repetitive gameplay that was getting boring. We'll never surely know, but we might be partially right. But why are people craving DORABAE'S levels nowadays? I think it's the nostalgia that comes into play. It's like a cycle. People like simple levels, then crave detailed levels. Then when the detailed levels get stale, they want the simple levels back, and it repeats. Even well-known creators such as Alkali have created their variant of the Basic series, trying to capture the feeling of the older Basic levels such as DORABAEBASIC, but it just doesn't hit the same like DORABAE'S work. To end off this documentary, let's leave the digital world and go outside for a bit. Right now I'm located in Park Poljana, a place in Belgrade, Serbia, and as you can see, there's not a lot of things going on right now. I'm just sitting here enjoying the weather on this beautiful bench. And as you can see, we don't have a lot of things going on. We got some trees, some bushes, but also a beautiful view right now. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but this place is special for me, and there are not many detailed things here that make it stand out, but everything looks simple in a charming way. Just like DORABAE'S levels. We all need a little bit of simplism in life, where there is not a lot going on, and we find peace and quiet in simple things. Well, that's going to be it for this documentary, and I hope you've liked it. I've had this idea in the back of my mind for so long, and I'm glad that I finally executed it. Let me know what I should cover next. Also, let me know what was good and bad about this video. I'm open to all criticism. Like the video, subscribe, check the links in the description, and I hope you and I will link up in a different video. Frapsed is gone.